Here at 5, pregnant women who are incarcerated in Kentucky are shackled to a gurney if they go into labor while they're in prison. And that may soon be changing. But it's not the only justice reform that has people talking at the Capitol now, as the Republican majority took on issues involving race, gender, and police wrongdoing. WHS 11's political editor Chris Williams is there live tonight. He is covering it all with a new update from the Capitol. Chris?
Doug, lawmakers are trying to level the scales when it comes to trying teens as adults, give women some dignity, and break the cycle of substance abuse and close a loophole they say prevents some in law enforcement from being prosecuted for having sex with inmates.
When I went into labor, I had a C-section. I was shackled to the bed during my surgery.
Erica Ellison found herself in a horrifying situation, locked up and 6 months pregnant.
Today I'm safe, I'm stable, I'm able to give my kids something I never could before. The most heartbreaking consequence of living in substance use disorder was losing the ability to care for my children.
Clean, sober, and leading a productive life, she shared her heartbreak with lawmakers hoping to give expectant mothers dignity behind bars. Senate Bill 84 would give women 72 hours with their newborn before returning to prison, bans solitary confinement for pregnant inmates, allows for access to community-based programs to kick substance abuse, and social workers and an involvement in placing their child until their term is served. This hearing took on more than just this tough subject.
We're trying to remove racial disparities in the justice system.
Justice Committee members also passed Senate Bill 36, which Chairman Whitney Westerfield says will fight the disproportionately impact on minority teens in the justice system. It would give prosecutors and judges choice in how teens are charged if a firearm is involved in a crime. Senate Bill 73 gives the Human Rights Commission extended deadline periods, something they say they need due to staffing levels and need. And they passed Senate Bill 52, closing what they say is a loophole that prevents prosecution of police officers who have sex with those in their custody. It may not be the agenda some would expect from a Republican supermajority, but Chairman Westerfield points out that some of these bills have been pitched before, and he's passed other legislation focusing on race and justice.
I can't speak for the rest, but I try to pursue policies that are based on objective data, that are based on good sense, that are equitable, that try to do what's right, and that try to produce a good outcome that's appropriate. And I think you find that in every one of these bills on the agenda today.
As for whether there's enough time in this short session to get those bills through the full Senate and the House, Chairman Westerfield says he's optimistic, Doug.
Chris, something else I know you're following. What about the talk of passing a ban on no-knock warrants statewide for all of Kentucky? Of course, it came right after Louisville passed Breonna's law in the summer. Where does that stand tonight?
There's a lot of bipartisan support for passing a ban on those types of warrants. But there's not bipartisan support for the highly publicized bill by Representative Attica Scott. Republicans say some of the aspects of that bill are just a non-starter, not the aspect of the no-knocks, some of the things that are also in that bill. Senate President Robert Stivers, a Republican, has a bill of his own. He has some support from Democratic leadership, but it's clear that Republicans know they have to get Representative Scott involved in this. They feel the pressure to have her involved. Whether they can come up with any compromise between now and the end of this shortened session, Doug, well, that's anyone's guess.
All right, thank you very much. Chris Williams, our political editor, live in Frankfort tonight with the latest developments.